All right, hey folks, this is Chewing a Fat podcast where we talk about everything and nothing. We're coming on live to do a little redo of yesterday's show because we had some technical issues, some internet issues with Gregory and DT. But we're back. We're gonna touch on the Epstein file vote and new information and all that stuff. We have Gregory and we have
Hey guys.
DT, which Gregory, you were yesterday. You were really choppy. You had some things to say about the Epstein files. Let's try it again today.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you think? What do you
So
think about the vote?
yeah, the biggest thing is that they had so much time to change what they're actually releasing. So and then you got the one holdout that was like you brought it up, you can bring it up again, the um,
Clay Higgins
Clay
in
Higgins,
Louisiana.
yeah. Yep. So, there's always got to be one and he picked to be it. I think
Yeah.
his reason is nonsense. I think is just you know
Well,
whatever.
Dave and I talked earlier today. He had some. Was it you or was it Dave that we talked about? He had a kind of a checkered past.
Oh,
Clay
Dave,
Higgins.
that
That
wasn't me.
he.
Was that
That
you,
was,
Dave Thomas?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I went through a little bit of a. He's done a couple iterations before he got into uh, politics, but to get to where he was at, he's always been an advocate for like people's privacy and their rights. So during a case like this, things do come out for innocent people who are attached to the case itself, and not the primary people who are they're going after, but all people involved is can tarnish. You put Epstein next to your last name in any form or fashion, however you want to go about this, and you did nothing illicit like they're saying, like with child trafficking and all that. I mean, you got to your whole future's ruined, your livelihood's gone because of it. So he's trying to protect those people who are actually affiliated into the file, but actually don't have any criminal or any sexual abuse that we're going after most of these names that are on this list. Uh, from what I've been reading on him, and
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
that
hits
That's
that is
both what he's been saying.
that is what it says on his thing. Um, but this is an unprecedented, nothing like this case before. So it's it's totally different. You got the star witness of the case turns up dead, and all the things surrounding that as well, which I just learned about him. Epstein's was put in a cell with. Can you bring that up, Q?
yeah.
Was put in with a murderer, with a convicted ex police, ex cop murderer. This big dude. There's no way that wasn't intentional. There's no way that anyone looking would go, "That's a good idea."
Let's just. Yeah. Here, let's just pick on this page here. Which we gotta go like this. Yeah. He's Jeffrey Epstein. He's a big dude.
He was, what was it, found several different people buried in his backyard. Um, you
Something like
know,
he was convicted of like 3 murders. This
yeah,
guy.
and found, yeah, he's a psychopath. And so they go, oh, there's an open cell over here. This is a good place to put Epstein, a star witness that we need here in the next day or so. Um, and then the other circumstantial evidence, uh, including like, oh, the cameras just, they didn't work. We got
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh
And
yeah,
so,
I mean that's just law enforcement most of the time. Oh, we've lost the footage. It's damaged. It's tarnished. We can't get to it. And sometimes it's saved. It's actual. incompetence, or it's actually been damaged and it actually helped normal people. Like, yeah, we don't have it. Like, and they lose the case because of it, or it's helps
Or
the
they win a case. Yeah.
yeah, they win a case because they lost it.
Yeah. And just like I remember growing up, though, like if you did something like that towards children and you went to jail, like you should expect that kind of a result, and especially for a high profile case like you were saying, Gregory. Like you would think that you want to protect this guy and get all the information you can about him before something happens where either he's going through the justice system and this is what the result is, or something like that did happen. You would want to have that kind of like result like after this case is like finally closed and dealt with. So I definitely understand what you're saying when you're saying, you would think like you want to put this guy in there with them.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a normal cause, cause of action like in just a simple one too. Just like you said, the as I mean, I don't know anything than anyone, and all of this
Yeah.
is
Opinion,
opinion based
speculation.
and whatever. But what I do know about, or what I believe about prison is they don't. That is not a cool crime to be in there for.
No.
Like
Yeah.
you are revered as like scum
You're the
of the
lowest of the
scum, and
low.
you are, yeah, you're the lowest of the low, the scum of the earth, and they just target you and take your lunch and beat you up, and you continue to pay for those kind of things. So, um, putting putting him in with a psychopath was like, what? I did not know that. I just learned that, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's opens my eyes to a whole different like avenue of this whole case. And
Yeah.
then with the files, we talked yesterday about dang, I can't remember names right now. The female that said we got thousands of
Oh,
hours and
the AG Pam Bondi. Yeah, that
Pam Bondi
she's got thousands of hours of video, and like it's not
to
just
go
like you. I
through.
think you said yesterday that it's not just Epstein in these videos. Like
It wouldn't be. It's
you have to
Epstein's.
be.
If they got it from Epstein, it's Epstein's fuel. The whole reason he was unearthed, well,
Yeah, unearthed,
he was
removed from
dirty.
the earth.
Yeah, he was shoved off the what is it? More the
He was released from
mortal
some mortal
coil.
coil. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so the whole reason for that is because he has damning evidence on many people. So
that's what I said
some
yesterday. Too
tapes.
too much
So
dirt on too powerful people.
and so if you look at that like we got to go through the footage, then I think what they started to find was, oh, this person and 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 so on. I mean, you say thousands of hours of this stuff. It's not just Epstein. It's not just the victims and the underage people. Was, of course, you don't release those. But if you have all this evidence, then where are the files on the cases brought against those people? Because you already stated almost all of it is underage um, minors and stuff. So anyone in those videos doing stuff they shouldn't be doing with minors should be prosecuted. Where's that?
Right.
Instead, it's we can't release the files because of different reasons they come up with, and then
So for
now
like
after
pure speculation, just like with anything, they have something that maybe, and we previously in another video had said that sometimes they create the problem and then they create the solution. And so most of this is something that could be predicated on that kind of like design, that they know that there's so many people that are in it, high case celebrities, high profile
People they need
political
to get out of
people
the
from
way. They're like,
different
oh yeah, they're on the
countries.
list.
It's not just citizens of the United States here. We're talking like higher level people that are on this list that are very powerful, that are very like in charge of a lot of things, and I think there's a lot of damning things because of that. And if they were to lose their seat, a lot of other things fall to the other side. There's not like a predecessor to take on something right away if they're in court or if they're found guilty or this, that, and the fourth, because that list is so big. There's so many people on it that they don't have like a contingency plan. If they were to go to trial one by one and go down that list, that there's going to be some fallout from that. And
Oh yeah.
everybody, I think that's what they're really kind of like holding out for to be. And that's my hope. And I told Quentin this earlier yesterday after the podcast when you guys went live. I was like, my hope, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that's just where my heart of democracy lies, is that that's what exactly is going to happen. I hope for that kind of an outcome.
I
Not
would,
that we
yeah, I would
all
hope for
not that
our
we all
reset.
fall out and things go crazy, but they're using this list as a way to maneuver to have people step forward as they've done this before with some reverse psychology and
Yeah.
with the Democratic Party, and get people to come forward out of this. And hey, you can take the high road right now, or we can go ahead and do it the dirty way.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
let everybody
Do it
know.
along. You want
Yeah,
to draw it out, or we can get it over with.
we can do
So
it quick.
August 10th, 2019 is when Epstein died.
Yeah.
And now, and this is how long it's taken. Now, sure, investigation, this and that, but the voting against it has happened a few times already to
Well, I
release
have
it.
this thing right here. This is from earlier today. Is the Mike Johnson, which is this? I think he's the Speaker of the House, who railed against the Epstein bill, but vote for it, is now mad the Senate approved the measure. So
Hmm?
That's what I was talking to you about earlier today.
yeah, that he's upset about it. House
Yeah,
Speaker Mike Johnson railed against the legislation. That's a hard legislation to
yeah.
release the Jeffrey Epstein files more than a month, but eventually caved to pressure Tuesday and joined the other 426 representatives who voted for the bill. Now it appears Johnson is furious with the Senate for approving the Epstein Transparency Act despite voting it for himself. Now, if that's not calling the pot the kettle black, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
My
Pot
goodness
calling the kettle
gracious.
black. I am deeply disappointed in this
Waiting in this
outcome.
outcome, Johnson
I
told.
voted. You guys weren't supposed to vote.
I'm
Yes,
disappointed in myself for voting for this. I'm gonna punt. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a couple days off. I'm very upset.
I need a mental day.
Yeah. I'll
Well,
see you
maybe he
after
does.
Christmas.
I cannot come back. I'll see you next year.
Johnson's hand was forced after the
No, it
president made
wasn't.
a U-turn at the 11th hour Sunday, urging Republicans to pass the measure.
Yeah, that is another thing that happens too. Is well, that's what my party's saying. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Well,
And so
this
there's
is
no there. You're supposed to represent the people, and certainly, by and large, the people wanted this released.
they wanted to know, yeah. But it's too big of a chip, it's like Dave was saying that they're using it as a piece on their board to get rid of people. They want to get rid of people or move people more aligned with what they want to do. So we're like, oh, hey, this is on his list. Look, we need to get rid of this guy and this guy and this guy. Oh, it just so happens they're on the list. So why don't we release the list and then we can get rid of those people?
That
That
could
way
be
we
that
don't look
too.
like the bad guys. They're the bad guys. And that's what he says. Right here, the Johnson was forced, previously blasted the bill as a shiny object, which, like Greg said a few times, that maybe this is controlled opposition or this is a controlled distraction that they're popping it out to do. And I said yesterday that we should see what's going else on in the world while everybody's talking about the Epstein files. Like, what are they
This is
doing?
this is a big MO.
It's a big, it's there.
You can find somebody that already put something together. Every time, look over here, this is going on. Or this
Now,
starts going on, and all of a sudden, look at, whoa,
I I'm putting this on the screen. This is a joke. This is a game called Redactyl, if you've heard of it. And this is what I think we'll get out of the Epstein files here. Is we'll just get this. That's what it's going to look like.
The
You know,
and
this
is
is a really hard game because it's like you're supposed to pick and it's a subject, and you just type in letters. That's the version we're going to get of the
that's
Epstein files
hilarious.
here. This is it,
Yeah,
right?
that is certainly
That's
hyperbole.
pretty. Oh man, we learned so much from this. You know, like it's
Right.
just what are they going to do? You know what?
You know, and then you have the people that are they know what it actually says. Nobody can know what that says. But no, when and is followed after 3 spaces and a with,
Oh, you know that means this.
you know what
Yeah,
that means.
the ones that are breaking it down. You know, it says or. You know what that means. Blank or blank.
Yeah, and then when they put as is, oh, what?
Yeah, you know that the ones that
What are
are
you
like
talking
really,
about?
and they have no. Yeah, you're just making stuff up.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's silly. It's getting wild. I wonder what, and maybe this is what, and I just thought of this right off the top of my head, is like this could be, and this is like Dave's hope. This could be the the American reset or the get back to a constitutional republic without the corruption. Is this list, if executed right, with God at their back, guiding them, could essentially what Trump was supposed to do is drain the swamp. So anybody connected to on those tapes, just like there's somebody getting some flack about being in contact with Epstein. I can't remember her name. She's like a foreign ambassador or something like that for us. And oh yeah, he's texting with Epstein. Well, you could be texting with Epstein and it has nothing to do with what's going on his island. So just connecting with him prior to his indictment should, that's where it's going to happen. I think why Mike Johnson or whoever, what's his name, Clay, is that
Higgins.
it's going to take down anybody that was connected to him, even if it was just finance, are going to go down. Not just the ones that were on the list, the island, the flight log, the real bad people. It's going to take some innocent people with them. And I think that's what they're concerned about. But at that point, I mean, as the Bible said, you're going to have to reap what you sow.
It's collateral damage.
Yeah,
But
collateral damage. That's a good word.
it has to happen, and if they're connected innocently, that can be determined. It sucks that you got to go through this roller coaster and the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs and the ins and outs of proving, or
That you weren't
just
involved.
yeah. But then if you're one of those people is like, well, I know I'm good, so let it happen. Let's get this figured out, because the more time that goes, the more time, even right now, we're talking about it being redacted, it being changed, it not being what, it stuff being left out completely, not just covered up. Like what you redact is ages and names of the minors.
Victims,
What
yeah.
you redact is, victims. Even if they are of age.
The gross misconduct and all that.
Yeah.
Feature affiliated with it for sure.
But what you don't take out is complete assailants or whatever.
So
those to be prosecuted, but we don't know who's in charge of this.
A lot running alongside with this is, of course, the administration's move now, because both House and Senate passed, so it's up to Trump to sign this, and they're it. I don't want to say it, but like he sat on the back burner for a while, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll sign the bill when it comes to my desk." a lot of people are speculating that some of the motives and some of these moves that they're making is kind of weird. Epstein's files allows the Justice Department to withhold information if it jeopardizes active federal investigation. Wednesday last week, they knew that the bill would pass. Friday of last week, Trump directed Bondi to investigate some of these people whose names turned up recently
Mm.
the
Yeah,
Epstein's
the
estate.
Oh, the
So
estate.
she agreed to quickly investigate some of that. So thereby, are they withholding things during an ongoing investigation? We can allude to that as yes, and say that yeah, it's an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that. Uh, stay tuned, or however they want to like trudge it along. Are they bringing these people to justice? Is there things that are coming from that? They don't answer. They don't give you long, winded answers. So you don't really know, but you could kind of speculate that if you're sitting in a high seat or you're doing some of this on behalf of the president, that you're probably going to be doing your job.
this is
Hopefully is what I keep saying. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Epstein Files.
unfortunately, that is always a go-to, unquestioned, and we can't buck against. Well, it's still currently under investigation. They can always say that and it not even be true. That's what really sucks.
Yeah, this is under. It's a real
It's an
cop out.
ongoing. Yeah, it's a perfect answer to when you want to cover something up. And because then they go, well, this already happened with the Epstein files, and it's in quotes, is, oh, yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Well, we
nothing
look,
there. They're
there's
on my
nothing there.
desk. There's nothing there. And
Yeah.
then we
Wait,
have there's stuff there. We're still going through it. Thousands of hours of video. It's just
they go,
ticking.
it's an ongoing investigation. Okay, that was first said so that people would quit asking about it. Then it was, there's nothing there. And then it's back to, well, we have some more things to look into, and they just reword the same kind of thing. But wait, what were you investigating if there's nothing there? You're contradicting yourself gr- grossly.
Yeah.
So, it just gets to be like, you know,
Well, yeah. Dave mentioned something earlier that they have 30 days once he signs it, so he can wait 6 months to sign it. Well, I have it. And
I
then
don't
he'll.
know
Why
how.
have you
Yeah,
signed it yet? Oh, it's a hoax. It's sitting there.
we're
It's a
busy.
hoax. I've been busy. What about this and that? And then he'll point the finger this way or that way, like he normally does.
Well, one
But
thing that's kind of peculiar too is how much Trump likes to speak and tweet and post and make speeches. He's been quiet. He's
yeah,
had a dinner late last night with one of the princes of Saudi Arabia. He did no media. There was nothing about it. You would think like this bill, if he said on Monday this week that if it comes on my desk that I'm going to sign it, you would think by this morning on Wednesday it would have been signed.
yeah. If it was that, yeah, just get it to me. I'll sign it. Then it should be
And
signed.
my personal thing is on whoever's on this list. You said something about drain the swamp earlier. That's what his motive was, running for president. That's how he got a lot of people, because he knows there's corruption in Washington. This is what he wants to do. This is like his path. If you're left
Yeah,
or if you're right and you're on this list, I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democrat. And if you're affiliated with child trafficking, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
yeah. If you're on one of these
I do
videos,
not care if you're a Republican. I do not care if you're a
no.
Democrat. That
If
does
you're
not
on one of
matter
these
right now.
videos, engaging in a criminal activity, specifically being a pederast, you are going to jail.
And
You're
with this
done.
administration, he has said it before. Like, believe me, I actually think this is what might happen. The first list of names we're going to get are going to be a bunch of Democrats,
I think so.
and
They
they're
were
going to
going
trudge
into
on
his
that for a
finances.
while.
They were going into his finances, Dave, and he gave more money to, he gave 10 people money, 8 of them were Democrats, 2 were Republicans. So the
Right.
majority of his donations and his contributions were to Democrat
The other
political
side.
reader,
Yeah.
and that's a fact. That he gave more to that party, and that's like, and it's like with Trump too. Everybody's trying to take, if Trump really they had dirt on Trump, they would have used it to get Kamala in. They would have nipped it in the bud then. So I don't think he has anything criminal. It's but they all pal around at the same places. It's Mar-Lago, but all the bigwigs, all the elites, Big Brother, you could say the inner party, they all hang out at the same places. They go to the same places, they eat at the same restaurants, and like that's what George Carlin would say. They're in the club. So to
Right.
say that
Yeah,
these people didn't know what was going on over here is that's totally naive to think that they
bought
didn't
for and
know what
paid
was going
for,
on.
all of that. Yeah, exactly. If
Like,
they weren't
you
doing
go,
it, they knew it was going on. They knew who was doing it,
yeah,
but they're in the club.
they're in the
So
club. So they're like, oh,
the skulls.
I don't like what they're doing. I don't do it, but I don't want to be out of the club, so that I'm doing it over there, and we'll be fine. So it is what I mean. I'm really hoping that it's a reset for the free people of the world, that it gets rid of those people. But on the other hand, it could be the same thing. Get rid of a bunch of people, create a crisis, so they can move to the
Rail
next step.
against.
Which, yeah, well, that Big Brother can move to the next step in there, because that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about on another episode is like the World Economic Forum and the stuff like that. That the Agenda 2030 is still a go. It's still
Oh,
moving
yeah.
that direction with So I think maybe if they do it, like if the Epstein files are everything that everybody dreamed of, this cornucopia of people, it could create a crisis because you're taking CEOs out of business, judges out of here, athletes, celebrities, whatever, everybody. It's going to create a crisis. And I think Hillary Clinton's been quoted saying it. Somebody else has been, never let a good crisis go to waste. So they're going to use it to move to the next step. And UK's already there with the digital ID. Next is the digital currency. Now you got a social credit score. We'll tell you what you could spend, what you can't spend, where you can go, where you can't go. And that it could be used for the pebble that starts the avalanche towards the next step.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
I think it's the MO of it's the history, speaks for itself, I guess. It's like,
Yeah.
it is the MO. It is always either look over here or, oh, this happened. Now I will say this
We have
though.
to make sure this never happens.
We have to put up safeguards. Is one of the terms
one of
used a lot.
Yeah, that's one
Go
of their
to safeguards.
We have to put up safeguards.
We have to plan accordingly. But the other thing is that then you'll get the fanatics that go, they're taking our guns. Well, they say that every time, and we still have our guns. So, there's that too.
I think I'm gonna start doing that too. Like, so I was like, anything that's not related to Trump tariffs, and it's like an inconvenience, I just say, "Oh, goddamn Trump tariffs." It could be like, "Oh, where are my shoes? Oh, they're out in the lanai. Oh, Trump tariffs." Just like that's another thing. Like, I'll use for, I gotta put up safeguards.
Yep. Hey, honey, do we have safeguards?
Yeah. But
baby, check our safeguards. Will you?
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I'm going to start using that. Like, oh, they're coming for our guns, just for stuff that's not even completely.
Those three. Those are our trifecta.
Yeah.
The tariffs. They're coming for the guns. Put up the safeguards.
Yeah. That's go to hey, do you have any more bananas in stock? No, we don't. Oh, they're gonna come for our guns next. Just
The next thing they're going to take.
Yeah. No bananas first. Next thing, guns.
Next guns. It goes right
Because what
there.
is it? What
There's
do
no in
kids use
between.
it for? Sometimes they think it's a gun, and they say, "I got you." Like just
Yeah.
make it ridiculous excuses. What do you
I
think,
like
Dave? What are your hope? What do you think is going to happen with these file releases? Do you think they're going to come out swift, or are you going to drag their feet?
Well, like I said, or mentioned earlier, is the first line of names we're going to see probably going to be Democratic. They're going to are Democratic Democrats,
Democrats.
and they're going to use that as like another victory. You're going to see a little bit of that, but I don't think that was the case. I think that was the case running into this. Like this is what their plan was going to do, but because all Republicans voted to release this and went against what the president wanted, I think that they're kind of switching up the plan here for how they're going to go about this for the reason of him not signing it right away. I mean, there's could be a lot of things. I mean, he gets addressed by a lot of things, and if this is important enough for the people, he wants to make sure he's going to do it right. I mean, they already tried to impeach him, right? So if he doesn't do something right here, what's to stop us from wanting it? I mean, if all these high class people can get away with something this egregious, then I don't know what's left of a democracy, because any one of us, anybody watching us, anybody subscribed to us, do something like that's attached to that
Oh,
file.
we'd already be in jail.
We're getting everything. We're getting held
The book
to
thrown
the
at
will.
us. Yep.
Our names are getting thrown out there, and I don't think they have those protection rights when it gets to something like this. Like, of course, in some court cases, your name is protected when you're a higher class citizen. Understand that, but when you do something as like this,
I don't think they're.
even.
Yeah.
All that's gone now. Like
I don't
your
think
landscape,
they're.
your political future, that's all disheveled.
If you're an offender in that case, your name is not redacted. It is public, and it should be public. The only thing we should be protecting is the victims.
And you know what? You were just saying, when something like this is going on, maybe they're doing a distraction. It's kind of funny that you said that, because if you want to go back to one of those, I guess, national stories that everyone was attached to, was the Charlie Kirk murder, and we did a whole thing on that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that court case was supposed to be public, and that was closed doors. So if this isn't even going to be that, then I don't know what's going to, who knows what's going to happen after this, because
how do you
crazy.
think? Yeah, it is crazy that it's closed doors, and
it's a public trial.
Yeah, what boggles my mind?
In public.
Yeah, there's Greg mentioned it, contradictions. Like, you want public trust, but then when there's time for public trust, you're like, no, it's closed doors only. It's closed doors only. But trust us. Trust us that we're doing it right back there. Absolutely fucking not.
Right.
I don't trust you
can't trust
further than I could throw you.
Right.
At this point. And now, but like call me crazy, like by design, it's on purpose. So we have no trust. We don't know what's real and what's not. AI, what's real or not. So they can just do whatever they want, because we're in that, like, is this true? Is this not? And while they do that, they already have it. They already have what they want because we've hesitated.
No,
and it's all, it's, and I think there was that speech it was like Obama was speaking somewhere talking about that. If we could just muddy the waters enough, they won't be able to tell what's true and what's not. Like, we're there.
We are so there.
Yeah.
With a lot of things.
Did you guys see it? Let me share this screen. That a bunch of sites were down the other day.
Yeah, what was it? Cloudflare. Yep.
It's Cloudflare. So Cloudflare was down. A chunk of internet was taken down by an outage. So Cloudflare experienced a global network outage. Here's the latest updates. So Cloudflare, it was like a bunch of sites. Like Amazon was up, down. Amazon, I was trying to use Canva. That was down. There, I probably had a list. X was, I think, uh, multiple sites X, ChatGPT, and even Down Detector of all places was down. What else? There was a tons of them.
I didn't
X
even
is still
know there
down.
was such a thing as Cloudflare until this happened.
No.
This,
Yeah, see, there's a
you
lot of
know,
things that you went to and you got this message. It was error update, but they restored it later that afternoon. But there was tons of sites. Let's
that's so
remove
crazy.
that. Let's go back to this, and I'm gonna
Was that a
find it.
little distractor?
Maybe both
Was
of
that
them.
one
It
of
could have been.
those?
Well, I joked that I said
Now
somebody tripped
everybody,
over the extension cord.
yeah, grandma shuffling through there with the cordless phone in her hand, tripping on the cord from the cordless phone.
Here we go. Boom. New tab. But yeah, there was tons. Examples that we'll just do the AI overview, huh? We had X, Truth, streaming service like Spotify, AI platforms like ChatGPT, gaming services, League of Legends, other impacted sites, Amazon, DoorDash, Indeed, Uber, Zoom, Canva.
Yeah, I saw almost 20% of the internet uses Cloudflare as a protected site. Like,
Like a go-between.
Like
yeah.
a backup.
So, well, if something were to happen, like you just, contact somebody with Cloudflare and, they help you out with something that's going on with whatever, site you're with.
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy. How many sites are out there? And they're 20% they represent for security
Yeah.
services.
Yeah, it's nuts. If you are watching, like, subscribe to the show. We go live. Well, we're going live today, but we go live every Saturday for the show and ring that bell. But that's, I thought, yeah, that I said that was first as a joke. I said the old lady tripped over the extension cord, but as another thing, they're testing how, you know, to be a conspiracy theory, testing how well they could turn it on and off. So if like if you're not, oh well, you know what? I saw your Facebook post against the government today. Boop, no internet for you. How easy they can turn it off and on.
and everyone you know,
Yeah, I
everyone
mean
in your
they're
Facebook account. What?
yeah
They just
they're I
target
mean they
me,
do that
me and
stuff in the
my
UK now. They're
friends.
like, well, we saw what you said. We saw what you
You get
posted on.
arrested,
So yeah, on social media
and jailed.
for social
For
media
this
posts.
Well,
But then they'll let people get stabbed and raped.
on a tram.
Yeah, but I just brought that up because I thought that was interesting. But
Yeah.
Greg's got to hit the road early, and we just wanted to redo the show because everybody was having kind of tech issues last night. So we just want to touch on it a little bit. We'll see what happens. We want to do a dollar bet. We want to do bets when Trump will sign it.
Dollar bets.
Ooh, dollar.
Over under. It is. So let's see. It is the 19th of November. What do we say?
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think anything's going to come of it until almost the first of the year.
First of
So
the year.
that's
I
where
was
my
gonna
guess would
say
be.
somewhere after the new year because you got it.
Well, there's
If
holiday
not, it'll
recess.
yeah. So they go. We got Thanksgiving coming up, so it wouldn't be before then. So December, then Christmas is right not far off. So if it's in between, it would be like around the 10th or something of December. like hold off and okay, we're back. We're back to work. Is the government still shut down? There's a thing, right?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
like
what their recess is.
But they do have a recess for vacation for holiday.
yeah. So the first of the year makes sense. Even
And
though
also,
Trump's there every day, there was just a thing like an update.
second term doesn't have anything to fight for. He doesn't have to have a good image in the public, but he has to maintain a little bit. So I don't
He
know,
just wants what is that called?
6-7 or something. I don't know.
What is that? Your public, the percentage, like they
Oh,
like you or
your
don't like
approval
you.
rate?
Yeah, approval rating. He wants to keep that up.
I looked. He's like in the 40s or something like that.
I'll look it up right now.
Because he's in the 40s because everything
Trump's
that he
approval
promised to
rating.
do that people were gung ho about, it hasn't come. Didn't nothing. There was no results. Like the whole Elon waste and abuse. Like supposedly we're supposed to get $2,000 dividend checks from the savings.
The tariffs.
Checks.
The tariffs. I thought it was from the savings, but
No, it's from the tariffs, from all the money that he's been making from doing that. Um, they were talking about it, and he's like, I potentially want to do that going into the new year. So they might like combine a few things to make it look like it's a good thing.
yeah. Somebody I saw it on the internet. Somebody said, "Well, I'd rather you get rid
There's
of
too
income
many
tax
things to read.
altogether and keep your $2,000." But
Yeah. Well,
last I checked, his approval rating was in the 40s because he hasn't
it said
delivered on anything
minus.
of his campaign promises.
I don't know what it means, but it said something said minus 41.
I don't know, and I saw somewhere that Newsom was beating him in the polls.
President Donald Trump's approval rating fell to 38%, with
Ooh.
Americans unhappy about his handling of the high cost of living. And that's just one.
And that's what's his name? Jeffries was on talking about the cost. He had a press conference today earlier talking about the cost of things. Like, you're like, how about you grow a pair and like fight the corporations that make all that. It's not like nobody like that's what blows my mind is Congress and the president do not make the prices at the stores. It's the
Yeah.
corporations that work there. It's the corporations. But they're not going to do anything because those same corporations are giving Congress money.
Yeah.
And it's all speculation, it's alleged, but they're giving you money because the salary for a congressperson is like $425,000. But you have people like Nancy Pelosi and other people that are multimillionaires. AOC, uh, all these people are multimillionaires. Which, okay, so much. I wrote a book. Yeah, that doesn't give you millions of dollars of revenue. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Insider trading, that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Definitely goes
Which
on. Absolutely.
if we do, we get caught. Martha Stewart, they go to, even Martha Stewart went to jail for inside
Prison.
trading. Yeah, prison, not jail,
Not just
prison.
jail. Prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little difference, but
I mean,
big
she had the
difference,
best
actually.
cooking class there, I heard.
I heard
But
so. Knitting and all that stuff, too.
yeah,
Doilies.
she
Doilies for
taught them how
everyone.
to decorate their cell, to utilize all their space, you know, give it more
Feng,
room, make an
feng
illusion that it's
shui.
bigger. Yeah. There was some feng shui in their cell block.
Feng shui. So
But
Donald Trump, 304 days into Donald Trump's term, the president's net approval rating is negative 16%,
mm,
up 0.6 points since last week. 40% approval, 57 disapproval, 4% not sure.
mm,
And then here's the funny thing of this last updated on November 20th, 2025. What is today?
today's the 19th.
So
So
I can't even
somebody,
believe this stuff.
yeah, somebody is got a DeLorean
Oh, I fat fingered it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But my gosh. Well, I think that's it, gentlemen. Unless closing remarks.
Good. We'll see when it all comes out in the wash.
Mm,
You know, it'll be whatever.
yeah.
You know, but I think it is the first of the year, and
First
it'll
of the
be
year.
very little. It won't be. It won't be. It'll sound good. You know, a lot of filler sentences and paragraphs to say, you know,
We got
we're
nothing.
still working on it.
Yeah. It's ongoing.
That's what
Well,
I think too.
yeah.
All right, guys.
New Year's. New Year. That will be our New Year gift, maybe, to us. They're like, hey, look at all these people that are
Yeah.
gross. All
Yeah,
right.
look for our Saturday episodes. We got some good stuff coming up.
Yep. A lot of good shows coming up.
Share it with your friends. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching or rewatching. If you're not with us today and you're watching it at a later date, thank you for tuning in. Always try to share this with somebody. The more we get exposure to, the more we're going to try to do for you guys.
And yep, we got 7 people watching on X. Thank you for joining us on X. Pop over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to that too. We'll love to have you.
And pretty soon we'll be going live on Facebook.
Yep. The 29th will be our first live show on Facebook. So everybody
Show your
have a
support.
safe night. Yep. Have a safe night. Greg, drive safe tomorrow. And
Thank
God
you.
bless. And we'll catch you guys later.
Good night, gentlemen.
Well, then you won't, then you rattle, now go. I'm gonna say it to you. These 3 little words, and they mean that we are through.